Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Moon, and welcome to Slice of the Poly Pie. It is fellas night.
Yeah.
We in this bitch. Hope everybody is having a wonderful start to their week. It's hump day. It's almost over, man. Come on, man. Introduce yourself, man.
I'm E, man.
Y'all know who these niggas be. They be here every week.
Hey, Mac. We up in here.
This is the most electrifying. Talk face. Their daddy's on.
Y'all know what it is. God damn it.
Most electrifying.
That's your daddy's uncle right there.
Yes, sir. We're your favorite podcasters' favorite podcasters. So, we have a doozy of a topic today.
Shout out to Brodo.
Yeah,
Oh, Gerald.
definitely missing one of the council members.
Come on, man.
He on that.
I see tuned in, but, condolences going out. We know you lost somebody close to you. Our thoughts, prayers, and love is with you as always, brother.
Yes, sir.
We ain't going nowhere. We here, man. We here. So today's topic is fathers. This is a real deep one for me. You know what I'm saying? Not having a father or having a father, did that impact you being an adult, being a man, being a father? So, came up with this topic because my daughter just turned 12 on Friday. Now, there's a lot of things growing up that me and my dad didn't really agree on. Like, my dad taught me how to provide. He taught me how to go get money. I always seen my dad, either he was working or he was hustling. But when it became to being a dad or a husband or even a boyfriend, yeah, he dropped the ball on that. He ain't teach me shit about that. You know what I'm saying? But my dad always kept a woman. Like, he's a suave cat. But when he found out I was having sex, he was shocked. But I was like 19.
I was just want to ask, at what age was this you talking?
So when I was 8, me and my siblings, we were the state took us. We became wards of the state. Now, I didn't live with my mom again until I was a fucking adult. I stayed with my dad through my early teens, preteen, early teens. But he was always at work, so he was never there. So I was like, it was just me and my brother. So, that's when I got into the streets, doing a lot of shit I wasn't supposed to do, gang banging, selling drugs. Just doing goof shit because I ain't had no guidance. I ain't had nobody there like, get your shit together, or, you know what I'm saying? You better, come on, man. You stumping down the motherfucking steps and shit, fucking up my production and shit. Take the fucking bottle with you, B.
Past all the cameras.
See?
That's crazy.
You see how they still around even though they ain't around. I see you all on camera and shit back there at the bar and shit. But yeah, so it was like I really didn't even have a blueprint on how to be a parent. As far as being a man, it was I knew I had to provide for my family. I knew I had to, be there. But I always grew up like I'm gonna just do the opposite of what my dad did, and I'll be cool.
Because you said he wasn't around, or because he was always at work.
He was around, but he wasn't. Like my dad always told me, this is his shit when he told me, which baffles me to this day. But at least you get a nigga respect because he true to his word. He said, "I'm not going to take care of you from afar."
I remember you said that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is the craziest fucking thing. Like, if you my son, just because your ass don't live with me, don't mean you ain't my son.
Right, that don't make sense.
So what if I go to college?
Right. Yes, he's telling you to fend for yourself.
You got to fend for yourself. Which, in
It's a teaching lesson in itself, too.
Yeah.
Right. Because in retrospect, he taught me how to provide for myself, or if,
How to grind.
you know what I'm saying? So he taught me how to do it, but still, like, as a kid, you take that like,
You don't agree with his methods of
nah,
teaching.
like,
right.
I
You could have
would,
went about this
Right.
another kind of way, right?
I would
I would have got the picture. You know
I
what
would
I'm saying?
never tell my daughters like, gee, if you don't live with me, I ain't taking care of you.
No.
Like,
We parented. Our parenting is different
mm-hmm.
than our parents was.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We want to go get it for our children.
Yeah.
Right? We don't want our kids to have to go fight for it or do any of the things that we had to do for it. So I think, ours is a little bit different.
Yeah.
But they gave us hard lessons though.
It
That
is.
helped us.
Hey, see, now we got to readjust, rearrange, scooch in. Grab a
Did you
chair.
miss me?
Yeah, we missed you, man.
Yes, sir.
Is it chair back there?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Yes,
Come on up
sir.
here.
So we just gonna slide back, y'all.
Okay.
We are complete now, goddammit. We are complete.
4 horsemen here.
We are here.
Yes, sir.
You see,
Well, I am
yeah.
here. I'm the one late to the party.
I
the
thought
one
you
late
weren't
to the
coming
party.
today.
Man, look, it was rough.
I know.
It was rough, bro. It was rough. It was rough.
So we are all here
It was rough.
now. So having a father figure or a father, because sometimes father ain't that, but it's somebody that you look up to as a father. Did that affect you becoming an adult, becoming a man, becoming a father? And what was it like? Did you have your father in your life or not?
I had to piece together a father figure.
Okay.
Early on, me and my father had a terrible relationship. Terrible. We didn't get back together until later in life, like my 20s. He was there, but it was terrible. When I say I had to piece together, I had to put it together between him, my grandfathers, my uncles, my mama's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I had to piece together what I thought a man was.
Mm-hmm.
So
I never was really completely taught of what a man is supposed to be and what his role is from a man.
Right? When it's shown to you, that means it's consistent.
Right.
Yeah.
What I
You see what I'm
was
saying? It's
so-
consistent.
what I was given
my
early
story
on
is,
honestly came from my mother. People say a mother can't raise a
I'm
man.
trying
Let
to
me
tell
tell
you
you
she
something.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I was initially taught came from my mother.
Mm-hmm.
She taught me respect. She taught me how to treat a woman. She taught me what family was. All of that, they came from my mother. Now, there were some aspects she cannot teach me, but it came with trials and tribulations because that one complete man was not there.
Okay. So my story kind of the same, but a little different. It's because I was raised by a woman,
Mm-hmm.
a strong fucking woman. But my dad, always been in the picture. He's still in the picture to this day. Love him to death. Talk to him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't in the house.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He had his own thing going on, but whatever we needed, me and my brother, and shit, even my sister, because they ain't his child, but whenever he came over dishing it out, everybody got something. You know what I'm saying? But that was my actual dad.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of my initial views on being a man and the way you raise your children and stuff came from my goddad.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Who's still in your life to this day?
yeah, he's still in my life to this day, right now. You know what I'm saying? But me and my god brothers and sisters, we all basically grew up together. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I was watching that fatherly figure come from him.
Watch it through him.
Now, granted, like he said, a woman definitely can raise a man because my mama taught me all that respect, boundaries. You know what I'm saying? How to carry yourself,
Clean, and
man.
cook,
How
and
to all that.
for
You know what I'm
yourself.
saying?
How to
And-
clean
and-
yourself.
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how to
Dead
take
ass.
care of me.
What
I
is
don't
what
need
it's
a woman.
supposed to be
I
like,
take
what you're
care of
supposed
me.
to smell like, all that. You know what I'm saying? How to wash clothes, all like she taught me all that. Now the actual basic instincts of being a man, it was like I always looked up to the older guys and hung out with the older guys anyway.
Mm.
So I was always a little different in that aspect. So I kind of, like you said, I'll piece together certain things from certain people that I see like, okay, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I can relate to that. You know what I'm saying? And I find myself sometimes now like instituting it in my everyday life with my kids. But the only thing that is different is I'm in house with my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like there was never an actual male in the household.
Right.
So what's
Well-
your story?
With me, I'm a little different than all of y'all because I had no father.
Okay.
I had a father, of course.
Right.
I get
Right.
it, but I'm saying he was never in the picture at all.
Okay.
Never. Me and my mother used to go see him every now and then, right? So that was kind of weird. But I did have a strong male figure in my life. It was my uncle.
Okay.
My uncle, he showed me and taught all of us how to be men. It was maybe 6 or 7 of us, cousins. Me and my brother, like 5 cousins. Every time we got together, he would always get everybody, right? It wouldn't be no
Right. Ain't just no 1 or 2. It's everybody.
and he footing the bill for everything, right?
Right.
We over his house for the whole weekend, a whole week, or Christmas break, Christmas break, or whatever it is. We all over there chilling. So that's what taught me how to be a man because I was seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it from him. Hardworking man, army, just what a man's supposed to be. But as far as in my house, nah. So I come from this complex of you the man of the house. Right? So that's a whole nother
Is that
whole nother-
fair?
It's-
a whole nother
It
dynamic.
is, but it's not. You know what I'm
It's not
saying?
fair.
Man,
Because-
Not for a
but-
kid.
It's true, but
But
that's the same dynamic as what you said.
so look,
It's basically you gonna swim or you gonna sink.
kind of true.
You gonna swim or you gonna sink.
So at maybe 5th grade, me paper routes.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
5th grade.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Damn, Faze, you up
Wait,
there, hey, boy,
all
you talking about
I
the
know-
paper route.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Paper routes
But
was about a quarter.
For real,
50 cents.
it was all about the hustle.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
I
5th
didn't
grade,
come
paper
from
route.
nothing. I'm a latchkey kid, so yeah, I'm talking about back in the day.
Mhm.
I'm a latchkey kid. My
Mhm.
mother had to work.
Mhm.
She had no choice.
Yeah, my mom works.
And my brother is 8 years older than me.
Mhm.
So yeah, I had to fend for myself for a lot of things. But when you talk about that hustle, yeah, I was that one. I'm talking bottles, cans, and I'm gonna
Y'all
go.
know
I'm
nothing
gonna
about that.
go on. I'm gonna go
Y'all
on
don't
the
know
other
nothing about
side.
that.
I'm
Y'all-
gonna go on the other
I
side.
see
If
both
we
of y'all
got
Look,
face
I
just
feel
look. Both of
you.
y'all face just kind of
Look,
went
check
like
this
No,
out.
see, I knew about bottles and cans.
but check this
Y'all
out.
know nothing about that.
I knew the secrets of it. You know,
If
put a
we
couple
got
screws in the can. and
Some of
you know.
these old heads watching right now, I'm finna say something that's finna really get them. I was not a good kid.
Mhm.
I had to get out how I live.
What you mean you wasn't a good kid?
When
What you
I
mean?
say that, see, yeah, there were the bottles and cans. We could turn them in. But then there came emblems.
Off the cars?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
You used to be one of them.
I was the store.
Is you for real?
Now,
You
see,
used to be
I know
one of
I
about
them.
that.
was the
That nigga said
store.
emblems.
He,
See,
he the reason Rolls Royce
I'm
got
the
that joint.
store,
that
so
disappeared.
understand this. The Cadillac hood emblem, that's on your chain. The emblem that's off the center cap of the hub on the
your
tires, that's on your belt. I was the store. You get out how you
so
live.
Funny. That is so funny. They don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I know. I
promise you,
just
y'all
went
don't
there.
know nothing. That was
No,
that's 80s.
I know.
I
I just
heard
heard
of that.
But you gotta
Heard of
understand, I was born in 72.
Big old hubcap. The center part of your hubcap.
It was either Cadillac or Buick, nothing else.
I ain't seen that. I ain't know. I wonder because I had a '96 DeVille, right? And I couldn't keep a cap on them motherfuckers to save my life.
No, I don't think they was doing that.
That was the belt buckle.
They wasn't doing it that late though. I don't think. Was
No,
it?
well,
No,
I
I
only
don't think
did it.
they-
I don't know. I guess they was
through the
setting
eight.
it for
This
them.
is
I did it through the eight.
This
They
is
just
eight.
sent my hubcap.
For me, it was through the eight.
Yeah, it was in the
Somebody
8.
else
It was
did
through the eight.
No, this 2000s.
Yeah,
No.
They just
Round
Let me just
raccoon
get
head.
my
You made somebody
need
mad.
the hubcap,
Yeah.
right.
Look, you
Somebody
made
need the
somebody
hubcap.
mad.
He hit a bump too hard.
That's all it was. You made somebody mad.
Because no, they don't even make them type of hubcaps no more.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they was walking around with a big ass
When you can get the one that got
Cadillac.
the gold and red, oh man, that's top dollar.
See, he ain't lying, baby.
I remember that.
I remember
So
that.
you was born in '72. Where you was born in?
76.
Okay. See, I'm 83, and you 93.
Right there. No,
85. So, like, essentially, you could say we grew up in the '90s. Y'all grew up in the '80s.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a generation. That's
Right.
our generation.
So
He got a little bit more of the 70s though. A little
Yeah.
bit. He was
Yeah.
a kid.
Yeah.
A kid in the
Yeah.
70s. I was
He
a
caught
baby.
the end of
Right.
the meaty part of the
Right.
I remember like 1980 and on.
Right.
Okay.
I got you.
From like 1980 on.
Right. About 4 or 5 years
Yeah,
old.
when I say
Yeah, I
when we
remember
talk
that.
about a father or a man not being in the house, my parents got divorced when I was 4 years old.
okay.
So we well in the 70s.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Man in the house then.
Huh? Well, not me. My brother was
That's
8 years
diabolical.
older than me. He had to do a lot more.
Oh, no, I thought they was telling you at 4 years old.
He had at that point, honestly, I got bounced around a lot.
Okay.
Because let me tell you something, I don't wish this on nobody. When it comes to parents going through a divorce and custody battles and this, that, and the other, simply put, like I say, they got divorced when I was 4. From 4 years old, all through grammar school, I went to 6 different schools.
Okay.
What is that? 6 different schools, 2 different cities.
So your pops was there trying to get custody, fighting with moms with.
It was a
With-
battle, man. Because
Okay.
when my parents got divorced, my old man moved to Cincinnati.
Oh,
And they originally from here.
Yeah. Yeah. So I did a whole lot of bouncing back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Between 4 years old and 10 years old was my biggest bounce. I'm talking about almost every single year.
mm.
Yeah,
Almost
that's pretty
every
tough.
single
That is
year.
tough.
I
That
went,
is
man,
you can't get settled nowhere.
That's pretty
none.
tough.
I don't even know what that is.
That'll build deep rooted abandonment issues.
It could.
It didn't give me abandonment,
Antisocial type of
Right.
but it did give me
Anti-
social problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
antisocial.
It didn't give me abandonment, but I never felt like I had roots.
Okay.
Right.
I
And I
As soon as you
can
meet a
That's the
friend,
thing.
I can see
they
that.
get now you got to go.
I
right.
never felt
Yeah.
like I had roots until 10 years old. Now, 5th grade through 8th grade, yeah, I stayed in the same neighborhood. I got to know everybody. That was home. But then after 8th grade, I went back to live with my father in Cincinnati for high school.
Had to do it
So
all
I got
over again.
uprooted again.
Mm.
And to show you how rebellious I was, like I never spent summers in Cincinnati. I was right back here in Chicago. And at that time, when I graduated from grammar school, my mother moved to the suburbs. She moved to Calumet City. Rebellious? Man, look here. I came home for the summer. I got on my bike and rode from Cal City back to 79th Street.
Wow.
You're a trooper.
I'm
Man. Damn.
What kind of bike?
A 10-speed.
Oh, okay. At least a 10-speed.
It was a 10
I
speed
know,
at that
I
point.
know.
Did you hop on
At
the
least,
freeway?
at least it wasn't.
Huh? No, I ain't get that crazy. But
So wait, let me give a disclaimer. Like right now, this is just a insight on fellas, their mindset, and how important fathers is. So I might not be looking at the comments to get y'all questions, but still send them because at the end we gonna scroll through and we
we're
gonna
gonna
try
get
to
back
get
to
them.
you.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna start taking breaks for y'all.
Wait,
Yeah.
where wife at, man? What you?
They all in the garage, man.
Oh, so they ain't want to do the comments for us today.
No, they felt like this was a real topic
Oh, okay.
for just
All right.
us.
First of all,
But I hear some people
I had
upstairs
to
though.
make my own drink.
I ain't even got one. Okay, well, shit. Y'all give me a second.
so like
I still
I bounced around a lot as a shorty. Like so, I grew up one place. I spent 8 years in the projects. After that, I went from the projects to like at that point middle class, urban America in Uptown, up north.
Okay.
I went from all black school to a diverse grammar school. Just it was nationalities I never seen before, never even heard of. Like I ain't never seen a Cambodian. I ain't even know about Cambodia, but I'm going to school with them. I'm going to school with Korean, Chinese, Germans. You know, real Africans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
The ones that don't like black people.
that don't like black people. You know what I'm saying? They better than black people. Like those, like it was crazy because from that was 5th grade, about 9, 10 to 8th grade. At 8th grade, I went back. My father had, went to prison. He got clean. He's doing better than he was. So I'm like, I always fuck with my dad because like my summers was lit.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed at Wrigley Field, stayed making money. You know what I'm saying? He knew everybody. He knew all the vendors.
Okay.
So it was cool. Like I looked forward to that. But once I figured out how to do it on my own, I didn't need him no more. So it was like, he'd be like, your ass better not go up to Wrigley today because I done got in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga look up, I'm there. And at this time, I'm like 8 years old, taking the train by myself to go up there. This was when it wasn't color lines. You had the A and the B train. You know what I'm saying? Like super transfers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I went back to live with him, it was
I'm gonna
different.
wash my own glass because she wasn't here to make me a cup. So yeah, I did that. Mhm.
It was different, and from that moment on, it was like a bounce. So I went from stability to just bouncing around. So now I look up, I'm 40, right? I haven't lived nowhere for longer than 3 years in my life.
Wait, what? Even now, still?
Even now, even to this day. Like,
No more than 3 years.
no more than 3 years. No more than 3 years. I was always back and forth. Back and forth. I was either living with my
That's
father,
something to
living
think
with
about
my
because I
auntie.
moved around a lot too.
You know, and what it allowed me to do is this is where it affected me at. I was always cool with leaving whatever situation I was and starting over because I was used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck this shit. I get it again. I leave all
I
this
get
shit.
that. I get that completely.
Mhm.
That's why I don't do clicks.
Mm,
Like, okay, right now, Freaks of the Beach coming up, right?
mm-hmm.
Everybody know Freaks on the Beach. Freaks at the Beach. And they got, on the flyer, is a lot of different groups
Right.
that's going to be there. And people talking about T-shirts and this, that, and the other.
I never get in that shit.
I don't click. Understand that. I know people from all of them. I'm cool with all y'all. I refuse to click. But it comes from, it's not separation anxiety. I'm okay.
But that's me. Like,
I'm okay.
because of that, I hold people to a different standard.
Absolutely.
Because if I fuck with you, I'ma hold on to you tight.
That right there.
But it's like a false sense of security because I forget that everybody human. So when you do something and it hurt my feelings, now I'm picking up my bag and I'm moving the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Now I've learned like you have to have grace, you got to have mercy. Because you do the same shit that everybody else do because we all human. You fuck up. Do you want somebody just picking up, walking away like you never existed?
And you know what? That comes with I grade people. It's just like school. When I meet you, you have an A.
You see
that.
I'm sorry, that's just the way I am.
Just like I told you before.
We talked about it before. When I meet you, you have an A.
I used to be that person. Well, yeah,
but it's up to you to.
I'm not. The person I am now, you start at the bottom. Everybody start at the bottom.
I don't know.
You work your way up. Me learning you is what gets you higher. And where I see your fuck up or your flaw or your bullshit, that's the level you stop at. That's why I know that's how much I fuck with you. I can only fuck with you on this level.
Well, I ain't saying. Well, I don't take it as a wholehearted thing.
No, I'm not. I'm just
but
when
I say an A,
I'm talking about in general.
I got nothing against you when I meet you.
Yeah, I got nothing against you.
But it's up to you to fuck it up.
Right. Exactly. So that's why I say like
it's up to you to fuck it up.
I'm giving the respect.
I give respect immediately.
So
I'm giving the respect.
No, this is my whole thing.
So you can give me my respect.
I'm gonna give
even if you don't like me or whatever the case may be. We can always be cordial.
As a man,
you don't have to move.
You're supposed to give out that respect because you're gonna want that respect.
So that's the way I move accordingly.
Now I'm always give you your respect, but my whole thing is, if I'm gonna fuck with you, you determine how much I fuck with you.
Right.
I'm gonna give you your respect through the door.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want my respect.
Right.
But your level of what type of person you are is
going to show.
Exactly.
It's going to show.
Exactly. Because my whole thing was I used to be that optimistic person. Mm-hmm. I used to be that person where I felt like everybody was up here and then
people got down on me.
Many times. Many times. Because it wasn't so much that I was fucking a pushover, nothing, but if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. Mm-hmm. And that made me have to actually sit down and realize you can fuck with a lot of people, but they don't fuck with you.
So you think somebody
and that's not
somebody
all
took
that
your friendship
different.
For granted.
Friendship, relationship.
Absolutely. But that's not all that different.
I have been taken for granted a lot of times. A lot of times. But you know what I'm saying? To the point where it made me cold-hearted to people where, yeah, all you're going to get from me is the level of respect that I don't know you. Outside of that, you liable to do anything. So I start out assuming that you going to fuck me over.
Man, that's a bad space to be in.
It is, but it ain't. Because my whole thing is, if I start out feeling like you gonna fuck me over,
and you fuck me over, it ain't no
exactly. It don't. I expected it already. I'm more surprised when you don't fuck me over. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, okay, man, motherfucker had a chance to get out of here. Okay, I see that. Now you moving yourself up in the level. You know what I'm saying? But no.
So what you were saying about the AP?
Look, like I say, you started an A. Now it's up to you if you continue to be an A. But as far as those that I bring into the fold, those that I trust, that I open up my heart up to, that's the AP class. There's always something. People can be an A. You can have a 3.0. Understand what I'm saying? You can have a 3.0. And I started you with a 3.0. Right. But you got to understand, there's always more.
Mm-hmm. See,
you can have a bachelor's.
That's what we differ.
But who got a master's?
Because I know so many people in my life, man, to be honest with y'all.
Because I tell people,
I just know so many different people. It's hard to kind of like, right? So I can't let that type of stuff stress me out. Like
exactly.
You say,
I don't.
When somebody fucks me over, which I don't really put myself in positions.
I don't.
Be like
you don't
that,
either. But what
right?
I'm saying is,
because
now we're gonna change the lingo, not fuck you over. I lowered my expectations of people.
But you gotta just believe a person gonna be what they gonna be.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I believe a person is gonna be a human.
What they gonna be.
You're gonna be a human.
You got some people
at the end of the day. Now you're gonna show me.
You know what I mean?
Show me what type of person you are.
Now, but wait. This is my question. But this is my question, right? So we all have these ideologies of how we communicate and move through life with friends, relationships, whatever.
Mhm.
Now, going down the line, I'm gonna start with you.
Mhm.
Do you think if you had a father present that it'll be different?
Maybe, yeah. I would say, yeah, because I made a lot of irrational decisions. Right, like now it's like hell no, fuck no.
Right,
You know
but
what I mean?
then it was, yeah.
But then, right, I move in with a girl and she's fucking 15. I'm 16 years old. We end up with a baby.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? With a father, he could have, hey, what the fuck did you do?
Right.
What did
No,
you do?
I absolutely
Right.
met some guys.
Not saying that, hey, shout out to my son.
Mama did what she did.
I ain't saying
Mama
like
did
that.
what she did, but I absolutely
But,
believe
yeah.
I missed some guys where he could have nudged me a little bit. Hey,
Because that father
as a
discipline
man,
different than a mother.
we look.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom was rough, but
Moms wasn't no joke neither.
But what I'm
Yeah,
saying
like,
is,
but you
but
still
as far as
gotta
that
say it's
the
different.
guidance thing is, a woman has never walked in the shoes of a man, and vice versa. So we go through this world, but we still see things differently.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's that thing we have talked about on this podcast before about logic
And
and emotion.
Women
Mhm.
move out of emotion, men move out of logic.
So he could have pulled my coattail, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If he was really there. He could have pulled my coattail and say, hey, check it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it could have been different. But at this point it is what it is.
What about you?
So I'm gonna get this disclaimer first. My mama raised me right. I did wrong all on my own.
Mhm.
So a lot of shit was like I knew better. You know what I'm saying? But it was, me being a male. But that go back to like what they were saying with emotion and logic.
Mhm.
And that's one thing that. So my mother was a very logical thinker, but she's still a woman, so she's an emotional thinker. So yes, a lot of things that I was growing up learning, you mirror the people in your life that you
Right.
look up to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to sit back and realize that some things I was letting emotion do my thinking instead of logic. That's why now to this day I'm the calm person that I'll pull myself from the whole situation, take a minute and look at the whole box.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm so strategic when I move now, because when I was growing up, I didn't have I did, but I didn't. But I never even let like the older guys into what I was doing, because I kind of knew that there was gonna be, man, what the fuck is you doing? You know what I'm saying? But so I kind of kept it personal.
Mhm.
But I knew that I watched like my goddad and even my dad. You know what I'm saying? My dad was drug addict. You know what I'm saying? Came up in that time, and I watched him get himself clean. You know what I'm saying? Do his shit, start his own company. He did his shit. You know what I'm saying? By no means was he perfect, but he was always there. And if I needed some like real advice, as many times he done sat me down and talked to me like, man, this. And his whole thing was the way he taught me was, it wasn't more of scolding. It was more of, now, what you really think you're gonna get out of that type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like my old man is really he don't yell, bro. He don't get uptight. He's so laid back. Like I told my wife before, like, man, that's the type of calmness I want to have as I'm growing up, because nothing's gonna excite him to the point where,
You don't.
oh well, right? Exactly.
And if you
it's
do,
like,
it's
man,
a
okay,
problem.
well,
It's a
We've
big
It's a
problem.
problem
right.
when he do.
We've
Exactly.
had that
So it's like,
conversation.
man, this bill
Mhm.
due. They get it when they get it.
We've
I'm
had
giving
that
to God.
conversation.
You know what I'm
when
saying?
y'all
He don't
asked me
stress
even
himself
like,
over stuff like that.
nigga, where you get the Zen shit from?
Yeah. Like that
It
shit
comes-
hard for me.
It comes
I
with
ain't-
age. It comes with time. It comes with learning. I don't let shit arouse me like that. If a motherfucker get me to that point, it says.
That's just
I'm learning.
that's me.
It
It's
takes
like
a lot.
if you're close,
All right. Only if you.
If you're close.
and that mean like close. Them
Yeah.
the only people that can get me out
that
of my
can
character.
get me. Yeah, like
Anybody else is like,
Yeah,
come on.
I totally agree with
if
that.
you're an
But
average
it's
Joe,
just-
it's gonna be like, oh,
Right.
you thought you had it.
Be in
but
that
you
motherfucker
didn't.
like, I can't stand it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, but if it's somebody like really close, and I'm gonna say really close to the point where your opinion means something to me.
I look forward to it.
You know
Like,
what I'm
I
saying?
want your opinion.
Right. So if you get me riled up, yeah, I'm gonna get riled up. I am. I'm not gonna lie to it. But can't no any other motherfucker gonna get me riled up. Nah, for what? You're not.
Okay, so how y'all was parented, or how we was parented by our fathers, or lack thereof, whatever the case. When you had kids, was your mindset to do things differently, or do the exact opposite, or
Exact
Hand in hand.
opposite. For me.
It's twofold.
For me,
Right.
exactly.
It was hand in hand. Cause like I said,
we come up in an era where it wasn't just me. There was a lot of fathers stepping up to the plate
right.
at that time. Nobody wanted to say your kid was this or your kid was that, and you run around, you got on new shoes.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So I think that generation, maybe a little bit right before y'all, we ushered in that, wanting to be fathers, wanting to be present in our children's lives.
Absolutely.
And now you see little young boys with the strollers walking up the street.
Man,
I think it's a direct effect of
it is.
When
that
you talk
generation.
about being
For real.
present,
For real.
like I say, my father, he was in and out, this, that, and the other. One thing that it made me as a father, me and my kids may not always have the best relationship, but as far as their growing up is concerned, being involved, not one of them can say I was not.
Mm.
I'm talking about anything they were interested in, I was there. PTA meetings, I was there. Anything the principal or the teacher called for, I was there. I'm still doing that to this day because my youngest is 8.
And see that I institute that with mine. Like
I'm still doing it
I'll
now.
take off work for certain shit.
I didn't have that.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
Like
Because
my mother was at school, was at work, didn't have it with my father. I wanted to be there. That much I made sure I made a change on. The thing I didn't make a change on is the discipline.
Mm-hmm.
I don't accept bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never whipped a
Period.
kid in my life.
no.
I don't have a soft side for disrespect or anything.
I ain't never whooped a kid in my life.
I spanked
I ain't
the
gonna
shit
say I
out
ain't
of my
never
kid.
whooped him. But what I
No
will tell you,
hesitation.
My voice.
it hasn't happened in a long time.
Yeah.
I
It always
instilled
did
it
that.
at a young age.
I think I got that from you.
When you talk about
Do
that
to
whooping,
kids.
when you talk about that whooping, I instilled it as a young age. Yes, when they're young, I done tapped them legs.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Tapped them legs.
And so that's what happens
Didn't
with mine
have to
right
do
now.
it no more.
I rarely have to whoop
My
them
kids
now.
are not
Right.
perfect,
You know what I'm
I think
saying?
I have a
but
whooped a
they
kid in my life.
understand.
No?
No.
They
Trust me, I've
understand.
been around children as long as shit. My son been born. I never whooped him. He never.
And you got lucky.
When I say my baby is 8,
Never whooped a child
understand this,
before,
because
ever.
like we
That's
already
crazy.
resolved
No.
our
Maybe
ages.
because I got so many fucking whoopings.
I
I just
got a
resented
lot of
it. I got
I got a lot
of
so
them,
many
too.
whoopings.
But so my whole thing is
Man,
that I was just telling I just told a few people this, and it's crazy because my son finna be 5 in October, and my baby girl finna be 3 in October. And in the last year, I've had to whoop my baby girl more times than I've ever whooped my son.
look, that's on the
No,
individual.
No, your
basis.
son though. Your son different though.
He's
G.
chill as hell,
Yeah,
bro.
he
That's an
different.
individual
He chill as
basis.
hell, bro. Like,
He
man,
different.
he's
Like
way different, bro. He chill as hell, bro.
All my
He
kids
knows.
are different.
No,
all of them.
my baby girl, she got no impulse control. She just, if she want to touch it or want to figure it out, she the type of person gonna walk up to her like, "Daddy, what's this?" and just grab it. You know what I'm saying? Just my son.
I don't
now,
stop that.
I don't
stop that.
I don't need to depend on what it is.
Put my weed down. You over there,
No,
put
but
my
my
weed down.
But see, my son, he'll stand there and hit the fiddle. He'll look at it for a minute and hit the
Figures get them on the move, want to touch.
And then here come Ash, like, what's that? You know what I'm saying? But no, she going straight at it, bro. No hesitation.
My youngest. So my voice.
No hesitation.
My voice worked like after 8. So my bonus kids, I came in their life when they were 8 and 11. They're 16 and 19 now.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So of course, you know, I disciplined them differently than I disciplined, you know,
Right.
my kids.
Your own kids, right?
You know what I'm saying? But at that time, when we got together, my youngest was 2 and 4. So of course it was different.
Right.
Yeah.
It was more voice, more vocally with the older.
Right.
And then the youngest, it was a
Right.
hey man. But it's always the youngest. Like to this day, don't nobody get in trouble but the youngest.
Yep.
Man, look.
Jordan, the 10-year-old is in everything. I said,
It's
no
the-
slime in the house.
It's the
I get
name.
up, it's slime stuck on the ceiling.
It's the name.
Well,
My youngest grandson name is Jordan. Let me help you understand something.
Jordan's ain't no joker.
Man, look.
Like, you got a Jordan
My-
too?
My oldest name is Jordan.
So I mean, like
It's George
Ooh,
Ruff.
So-
man.
And she a girl.
Wow.
all of
I got a boy.
you got a boy.
Because
we got
all my
girls.
boys, one thing, salute to my daughter. Because she named all 3 of her sons. She gave them all biblical names. My grandsons' names are Joshua, Josiah, and Jordan. But that last one, Lord have mercy, Jesus.
I know, it's like Scott. Bro. Scott, a
Whew.
week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, bro. You know the little clear plastic cups you get with the alcohol when you go to the store? Yeah. It's a bunch of them sitting on the table. Have it go. I got the pump bottle of pink oil.
I can't wait to see what this
She
going.
done made shots and all. Yo, like, who the fuck taught you that? Like, where did you even learn this? We don't even drink around our kids, bro. Like that, we don't crack
Right.
a bottle or nothing until they're in bed.
They helping through the door peeking. What mom and them doing?
We rarely drink at home.
Right.
Well, I know I do.
That's crazy.
But-
I never saw my father drink till I was grown. There was alcohol in the house. He had a thing where he had one of them big entertainment centers where they got the big slide up closed doors.
Mhm.
It was alcohol behind them doors. I had never seen him drink out of anything.
My
I never saw my
Mine's
father
different.
drink until
I've
I was
seen
grown. Mind you, my uncle owned a bar where I would go down to all the time. My father would be there. He never drank in front of me.
I've seen my parents do drugs, but never seen them drink.
Wow.
My mama drunk rum and coke. She drunk rum and coke while playing gin rummy at the kitchen table with my aunt. Yeah. That's where I learned about Coors.
My mama drank
Coors beer. Yeah, I drank
Crown
that.
Royal. She drank Crown Royal RC.
Oh,
My mother
yeah.
don't drink. She don't drink. She been at the health club for like 40 years.
No, I mean
Right.
this before my mom got saved and everything. Like
Yeah, she don't
when
drink.
she was coming up, that was her drink.
She drink
Crown
wine.
Royal and
She'll drink some
RC,
wine.
bro.
Maybe some champagne every now and then, but she don't.
Yeah, my mom was dead
My
on rum and coke.
She's never
my
been
females in my families was beer drinkers.
My dad.
I ain't gonna talk about the rest of them.
His
they
whole
different.
thing was I never
I watched
understood
my
why
mother
people.
stop smoking cigarettes too. As a kid.
Mine too.
I watched it. She
Yeah.
used to smoke Bisson His menthol lights.
Busy
It's
head.
edge.
Mine,
That's all
my
lights,
mama
yeah.
smoked.
Back in the day when we could go to the store and get them.
Yeah, I went to
Myself.
the store to get my mama a cigarette.
My mama-
Yeah,
my
I
mama
went to-
smoked the
And
James
look,
Sweet.
No,
even
I
when they
caught
had
that
them in the
era
machine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember they had them in the machine?
yeah. But it got to the point. My mama
They come down like.
yeah, I ain't even had to bring the note no more. My mama said,
Hey, no. So with the corner store by our house, it was they knew us because we had the property on the next block, but that was our neighborhood store.
Mhm.
So the owner of the store, Big Matt, Arab, he knew us. He watched me grow up, like literally, because we was always close knit in my neighborhood.
Mhm.
So even when I was fucking up and did some goofy shit by the store, my grandma and mama them heard about it because they was gonna tell on me.
Yep.
Like I legit ran out in traffic, almost got hit. Yeah, they heard about it. But dumb shit, try to steal the juice. They heard about it.
Of course.
Like,
Gotta
but
steal a juice.
yes, bro. Listen, but
Just
they
being
motherfucking-
bad for no motherfucking reason.
just no reason.
My mama smoked Virginia Slims.
That's why you didn't want to tell your OGs.
Yes.
Cause they gonna pop your ass upside the head. What the fuck is you
You
doing?
knew better.
So-
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, my next question. Any man figure, father figure, you can draw this answer from. What advice, if any, have you gotten from a person that you looked up to, a male figure in your life you looked up to that you hold to this day?
It's gonna sound crazy. Please don't take it the wrong way. Y'all.
Disclaimer.
Always strap up. No.
Disclaimer. But Uncle Chuck, shout out to Uncle Chuck. This is not my real uncle. He's a street uncle.
Okay.
But he taught us how to get on this on the stove, I should say. I ain't gonna say what it is for those that know.
Right.
He taught us how to get on the stove and how to get some money for ourselves.
So, your first
That was
real introduction to entrepreneur.
He was an entrepreneur.
Came from Uncle
I
Chuck.
don't know if he was an entrepreneur. He was a heavy customer, but he had entrepreneur qualities about himself,
I got you.
right?
I got you.
And he showed me and my homies how to be our own entrepreneurs when we ain't had to go ask nobody,
Right.
right? And it stuck with me, and it's still with me to this day.
Now, along that same line, my oldest brother, and mind you, my brother's 8 years older than me. My brother has been off and on of drugs all his life. One of the greatest things he taught me when he was fucked up, don't you ever do it.
Yes. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic in
That
itself.
is
One
the
day
greatest-
we should talk about
we
that.
definitely-
One
That
day.
is the
Definitely
greatest
need to talk
thing
about that.
I've ever.
Real.
He was very adamant about it. He was high when he told me, "Don't you ever do this,"
Yeah.
because it's hard to get away from.
It's more than hard. He doing it and don't want to do it.
He's on
Right.
it. He's on it
the
right
fact
now.
that he's saying that
He's
to you,
on
he's
it right
He don't
now.
wanna do
He's
it.
unhappy
He
where
told
he
me,
at.
he was like,
Exactly.
"I can't get away from it.
Yeah.
Don't you ever do this."
Yeah.
To this day,
How about
I
you?
ain't never done this.
The best advice you got.
The best advice I got.
And that wasn't no advice, y'all. Just a little. I
That's
wasn't-
one of the lessons that you learned
Yes, yeah, just a
that
lesson.
helped you later on in life.
Yeah. At that time,
Right.
for that period of time.
The one I kept on hearing about, but I really didn't take the advice because I didn't look at it as advice. My dad.
See, you got the jewels. You done sprinkle them jewels up in there.
No,
right?
but he told
done,
me.
he done did what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, because
That's
he
all.
reflected on it now.
Yeah.
No, not this
Just
one.
tough
He,
love.
my dad dropped a couple of jewels on me later in life.
Okay.
I thought I already been through
You're
it.
trying to figure it out for
or-
yourself. Right?
Yeah,
Right.
like he told me it's cheaper to keep.
Oh, that's
Hey.
the best advice.
So somebody said, because I got my different one, but it's crazy you said that because when motherfuckers was saying, they kept saying that, like, man, I never understood what it was.
As we get older,
got a
we
little older.
understand that shit.
Oh, I understand it
Hold on.
completely
One
now.
of the older guys broke it down to me, like, bro, when they say that, they're not saying, like, you know,
It ain't about just money.
we was talking about
There's
money.
a lot of
He was
money
talking about-
in this.
He
But
was
it's
saying,
not just about money.
no, it's not, but he was telling me in terms of breaking down it's cheaper to keep because the boys,
Right.
prize support, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I didn't really even pay attention to even learn what that really meant until I got
Man.
later in life, bro. So the crazy part is you said it crossed my mind when you said that, but I wasn't gonna say
Y'all
that.
didn't see them. They
Wait.
didn't see them.
Wait,
them
coming from
Johnny
the man,
Carson divorces.
you know I'm finna talk shit now, don't you?
And when the lady get
Y'all know
$90 million
because we talked
and
about
shit
this
like
before.
that.
What?
Coming from the man that just finished paying child support.
Ah.
Bam, 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 bam,
Let's give it up for him. Let's give it up for him. Let's give it up for him. Because that, but now I look at
I
it, I was
finished
like,
one. They ain't give me no celebration or nothing. They ain't send me no note. They ain't told me nothing.
I got a letter
Hey,
that
I
said
think I was still
zero.
paying when I wasn't supposed to be. Like,
Damn.
for
I
real.
got that letter. It said zero.
And when I finished, I ain't got no note. They ain't give me no party
like
hats
that
or
letter.
nothing.
But see, this the difference with that. Like he was absolutely right because
Yeah.
he was right.
Yeah.
But
Very
at the
many
same time, fuck that monetary shit when
Right.
you're not happy.
Exactly.
I was just gonna say,
Exactly.
ain't no amount of money gonna pay off or buy no
You know
happiness
what?
in
Nah.
your peace.
I'm gonna
Right.
flip it for
Ain't
just
no
1
peace.
second.
That's the main thing.
Yeah,
Your
man.
peace.
Man.
I'm gonna flip
Stability
it for
and
1
peace. I'm
second.
big on
I
them
don't
two.
want
Peace and
this to
stability.
detour people from their relationships and marriages. And what I'm about to say is, when you choose your partner, when you are in that relationship, when you are in that marriage, the reason I'm gonna flip this, I'm not saying take a blind eye to the financial and the other shit that they got going on, but please pay attention to love.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's real. And even if it is, even if it is real, I'm not saying take a blind eye to any of it, so you don't have to get to that point of it's cheaper to keep her or him, because some women is out here making their motherfucking bag like a motherfucker. I'm gonna call it like it is, because some of us is slacking. I keep it real. Some of us men, homosexuals.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It is what it
crazy.
is. We
That's
got
a
some
crazy
homosexuals
ass
out
turn
here.
to be even a
Hey,
nigga
but
or
see-
somebody call you that.
But it's
that's
real.
the wildest, craziest
It's
shit in
real.
the world.
But it's real.
You got to
definitely.
pay to play, baby.
We got some homosexuals out here. They fucking for a roof over their
I
head.
know, bro, and that's a wild ass turn. That's a wild ass turn. Homosexual.
I'm gonna hear about this
Hey,
shit
no.
tomorrow.
But see,
But
the whole thing be this. Just going off your statement, when you say make sure the love can be as real as it gets. But that don't mean that because I love you, I'm gonna let you treat me any type of way.
no, absolutely.
No,
Do not take
I
a
know.
blind
That's
eye.
what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
What I'm saying is, when you say make sure the love can be real from the day you start to the day you get divorced. The love can never be a problem. You know what I'm saying? The issue can come in. People grow apart. You know what I'm saying? The issue can come in.
That is very
People
true.
have change of interest. You know what I'm saying? People, or they just have irreconcilable differences. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So you can't tell the future.
What was the second one you said?
Irreconcilable differences.
The second one.
interest.
Change of interest.
Change of
Change of
interest.
interest.
That ain't really in the marriage, is it? though? That ain't one of the things you can.
No, it's
bring,
not
is
one.
it?
No, it's not one saying. It's
You got
one
to
of
work
the things.
on that one to change the
No,
interest.
true. But what
You
I'm
gotta
saying
work on-
is,
not you personally. I'm
No,
just
I
saying
know.
anybody.
yeah. But
Okay,
see, the whole
but-
thing is,
It's a
Irreconcilable
it's a
differences. I
conversation.
heard of that one, but
even with
change
that,
the interest.
no, I'm
It's
just,
a
I'm
conversation.
just naming shit that can
Okay,
end a
okay.
marriage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It's a conversation.
Not no change of what you say.
So when I
Change the interest. No,
so when I say change of interest,
I'm at the ride.
I'm not even talking about.
That's
as
more
in
so
part
an
of
evolution.
sexual. I'm talking about as in, I see shit going this way for us,
Right.
but you not seeing that picture.
Okay, for us. Okay.
You're not seeing that picture for us.
But that's evolution, though.
Right. That's what
That's
I'm saying.
evolution.
So let me reword that
Growing
because
apart.
basically,
Okay.
There you
okay,
go.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go. That's a
Something
better
like
term.
that.
Growing
The
Right.
apart.
change of interest, like
no,
okay.
but
you're
I
growing
meant that in
apart.
terms of your interest in anything. You know what I'm saying? Just life, just your peace, just whatever. You know what I'm saying? You might want to say, fuck all this. I don't want to hang out
But
for
you
a
also
while.
have
But
a
now
vow,
you, this person
though.
want to hang. Yes, you do.
You have a vow.
You
though,
do.
right?
And I'm big on that. My whole thing is, like I was trying to explain to him, when you marry somebody in hopes of forever.
Yes.
Forever.
You're
So
supposed to.
with that in mind, yes, you tend to, on both ends, you let shit slide because it ain't a big deal. You let this pass because it ain't a big deal. You know what I'm saying? But it's a give and take thing.
Mhm.
But I've seen some marriages end because I'm watching one person give and another person just take.
Can I ask this question? How do you feel about therapy in marriage?
Oh, I'm fine with therapy. So my goddaddy married us, and so I grew up in the church, and the way in my church was you got to go through 3 therapy sessions before he'll marry you.
Y'all
That's
have
just
to,
period.
Y'all have to know that this is what y'all want.
Right. That's the purpose of it. You have to do 3 full therapy sessions before he'll even marry you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
about afterwards?
Yeah, of course you're supposed to. I feel like afterwards, if you're not even attempted to say I'll go to therapy, you're not trying.
You're not trying at all.
You're not trying.
And this is where
You're not.
you and I
You're
are
not
learning.
trying.
Even though we are older, both of them have married. And I don't know everything E-Man been through, but I know this man goes to therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So this is where we're learning. And I've listened. Trust me, I've listened.
When you standing up there, you finna marry this woman. You have to say I do to about 9, maybe 10 different people.
Yeah. And
What
You gotta
Hey,
understand.
What you mean? When you say that, break that down.
because I want to explain that because
Please break that
I
down.
seen a video a couple years back and it made so much sense to me. So I heard my goddaddy say something like 15, 20 years ago. He said they should have marriage license renewals like they have car renewals. For the simple fact,
heard that.
in them 5 years, y'all may be 2 different people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But see, the whole thing was, I took from that, and that was like, that's a great idea. But I understand what you're saying because a guy broke it down. I was watching some video. A guy broke it down. He say the crazy part is, 5 years ago, that ain't even the person you married,
Totally different person.
and in another 5 years, you ain't even gonna be this person that you married.
Yeah.
That's come with life. That's come with growing and learning each other, getting closer. But you're like you said, so you're gonna say I do to 10 people or more.
That person now.
You know what I'm saying? But
Oh, that's what you saying?
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
you're
absolutely.
saying I do to 10 people or more just because you expect it to change, and if you're not changing, then that's a problem.
That's a problem.
That's a big problem right there.
So
that's
it's
a
just
main
it's
problem
just
right
like
there.
this. So how long you been knowing Sinead, right? How long?
7 years.
7 years.
Mhm.
Think back 7 years. Is she the same
No.
person? She is totally different.
Exactly.
You ain't the same
Right.
person.
Right.
You ain't gonna be the same person
Well, you
now.
broke it down like that, I guess.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be
Yeah,
the
I
same
mean,
person
I've heard
next
that
week.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
was
saying. That's why when I heard my goddaddy say that about it should be marriage license renewals, I understood that. Because some people don't see it as another person would. Meaning, yeah, you're not the person I married 5 years ago, but what if you still stuck in 5 years ago?
Right.
And I'm
so,
not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or
right.
what if I'm still stuck in 5 years
And
ago?
that be the
And you
problem.
not.
I
Right,
completely
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Mhm.
So
So
then in
with,
10
like,
years, I'm still 3-4
that's
years
a great
down.
question that you asked, like how long me and Sinead been knowing each other, right? So in those years, we're pushing each other.
Mhm.
You're supposed to. That's how it's supposed to be.
So we're growing in our growth together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's learning me still. I'm still learning her.
And
It
that's
never
gonna happen.
stops.
That's gonna happen to the day you die.
It
Exactly.
never stops.
It never stops.
That never stops.
But you gotta also think.
It could be going in a bad way.
No,
But
not
it's not.
necessarily
I don't
a
think
bad
so.
because any growth for a person
It's good.
is good. Whether
Any
you agree with it or not, that's on you. But for
Right.
that person, this might be what they
They
need.
need- Right,
Exactly.
right.
Absolutely. 100%.
But see, this again, getting back to the topic, I didn't have my father to tell me that. I didn't see my father get married till I was an adult, right? Which I thought he should have married my mom, whom you know, fathered 7 kids with.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't in the cards. Cool. I see my mom married now, and I see my dad married now, and I look and see their partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
My dad really believes in what he say. It's cheaper to keep her. You really believe in that. You know what I'm saying? My mom wants to be happy.
She want that peace.
She want that peace.
Mm-hmm.
And
She want a place where all her babies, her grandbabies,
Mm-hmm.
including his kids, because them, her daughter, her son, you know, all them to come and have a place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What we fail to remember, like, it's a lot of things that me and my siblings go through with our parents because they like, man, fuck that shit. But I had to let them know, like, y'all do know they was in their 30s when they was making their mistakes.
Right.
How many mistakes you made in your 20s and 30s?
Right.
Yeah, they didn't cost you your kids, but you made mistakes
But
nevertheless.
that was a different era then too. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
That's but as children, we don't look at it like that.
No,
we don't.
We just always say you was a parent, you knew you had kids, you should have did X, Y, and Z.
But that's when that logical thinking comes in, because most of the time as you get older, you can sit back and be like, I don't agree with how you did it, but I understand why you did it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's where that logical thinking comes in, because it's like when you're in it, everything is a shock. You're going to be emotional about it. Mm-hmm. But when you get older and start actually doing, so I would say when you start putting forth that effort with your own children and certain things, or hearing about certain things that your guys going through, you start looking at shit like, man, I don't agree with how you did it or what you did, but I understand it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I can't knock you because I do understand it. That was your situation at that time. It's my job to never put myself in that type of situation.
Exactly.
That's my job.
Learn from your experience.
Exactly. That's my personal job.
Learn from every situation.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Everything is a learning lesson.
Everything, bro. Everything. So that's my biggest job, to make sure that I don't put myself in that type of situation.
So, best thing about being a father.
Wow.
If you could compress it.
Number one, right? You know, because it's so much. Right? It's so much, right? Because you know, you get your kids, they look like you, like your whole face running around on another body and shit, right? But I think for me, the best thing about being a father, because you got to take it, man. I was young. I was 16 when I became a father.
So you was a baby having a baby.
I was a baby having a baby. I was trying to figure it out, right? The best way I could, or the way that I thought to. And now to see I can't even say my children, but my kids, or it's just a joy. Mm-hmm. It's just a overwhelming joy that comes over you that I don't know if anything beats it. To be honest with you, I don't know if anything beats that. To see
that unconditional love.
My son is 32 years old. He's successful. Got his own crib. He got a nice job, car, all of that. My daughter, she's great. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. She's on the right track. I don't know if anything can beat that.
Nothing can beat that, especially when you see, because I don't have older children, but I'm not at that point yet, but I can only imagine that it feels good to you just to see your child doing shit, making it, and it's like better than I was at that time. You're right, exactly. That's the whole thing. Like, you doing better than I was at your age, so you already on the right track with me. You know what I'm saying?
And to be in their lives.
Yeah,
be frank with you, because like I said, my father was never in my life. So to be there and be present,
it made you want to be. Yeah, I got you.
Best thing about being a dad.
For me, to watch so many different levels of it. The fact that I'm a grandfather.
Oh, wow. All right.
Pop.
They call me Pop for real. They call me Pop for real.
Pop.
But the fact that I'm a grandfather, I have 5 grandkids.
How many kids you got, bro?
I have 5 girls.
Oh, wow. You lucky you only got 5 grandkids then.
Well, that's because 3 are grown and 2 are still coming.
Oh, well, you got more coming.
You got more coming.
Yeah.
So for me, one of the biggest things is independence. Because they all know how to stand on their own. That is a beautiful thing. But the other parts of it, I don't even know how to explain it. I love my kids. I love being a father.
Feeling.
It is.
Somebody asked me,
It's crazy.
How did
I don't
you feel?
know how to explain it. I love being their father. I don't give a damn if, like, my grown ones, we ain't always on the same page. I love them still. I don't give a damn.
I just had to watch because biologically, my oldest daughter just made 12 Friday.
Okay.
So I had a picture of her right out the womb. They holding her weighing her. She's 7 pounds 3 ounces, right? At 3:33 p.m. August 16th, 2012. Right.
What time?
Oh, another Leo.
3:33. Y'all
Yeah!
3 p.m.
Damn it.
August 16th.
August 16th, 2012.
That's so crazy. That is so crazy. That's so crazy. Because at the time that damn, that is so crazy.
And August 18th, he got stuck in the
You said
go-kart.
You said 16th or 18th?
16th.
16th. That's what I thought you said. At that exact moment, I lost my best friend while she was giving birth.
Wow.
He was losing his life.
Wow.
Damn.
Almost at that exact time.
That's crazy. Oh, okay, then you gotta meet Journey then.
Well, that's
They
all
was
of
holding
this,
her. And she
all of
asked me.
this going on. The reason John
Damn,
didn't
that's
think I was
crazy.
gonna be here,
That
I
is
lost one of my best friends yesterday.
Yeah, we got it. My condolences.
crazy. Condolences.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Prayers up for her.
it's been rough.
I already know. So what's one of your best, and then I get mine.
When they was holding her, then I have they was like, she seen the picture because it's like
Was you
a
in
then
there?
and now. Yeah, I was there for that one.
You was in there too?
All of them.
All y'all was in there?
All but my
That
oldest.
shit was
disclaimer.
fucking
Actually, I
amazing.
was not
I
allowed
was not in there.
I was not
I got a
allowed for my
disclaimer.
oldest.
I didn't want to see it like that.
So I ain't like to.
didn't want to see it. I
She
didn't
got
want to
mad
see
at
it
me
like
because she wanted to record the last one. I'm like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not going on that side of the curtain. Now, I'll be up here with you for moral support, but I'm not going on that. I don't want to see it. Like
I
that.
wanted to see all that shit.
I
needed
wasn't
to
there
see.
for my oldest because of the hospital that we went to. We was at St. Margaret's over in Indiana, Catholic hospital.
Mhm.
We weren't married.
Married. Yep.
Oh, wow.
So when you are not married in a Catholic hospital, you cannot be in the delivery room.
Oh, for real?
So
Wow.
I was not able to see my oldest being born. But I didn't miss no more. I swear to God, I didn't. I ain't missed not nan one of the rest of them.
She asked me.
I was
Journey
On the
asked
front of the curtain or the back of the curtain?
I watched everything.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I ain't.
Journey asked
I
me.
saw it all.
She said, how did you feel?
I don't want to see it like that.
I'm good.
She said, how
I was
was you
speaking through the
feeling?
crack of the door. Like,
I want it all. She was like, how did you
I saw her
feel,
break
though?
my door to pass like Simba. Like,
Hey, so
Wait, let me finish my story.
Oh, my
Let me
bad.
finish my
Yeah,
story.
this jail keep cutting you off, man.
The shit was
bad.
good. She was good. She was good.
To go back to what he was saying, like to this day, 12 years later, I still can't gather the words to say or to put in words how that felt to this day. So now, like I got my bonus kids now, and every time I watch them move through life, it's like, wow.
It's a tearjerker.
Even like them calling me dad, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
because I know their dads.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got relationships with their dad,
Yep.
but to know, like, yes, like I got a Father's Day gift from my bonus daughter. It's Ariel and her father hugging, right? Painted. She painted it, right? I said, she wrote me a letter, and to this day, I still can't bring myself to read the letter because I know I'm going to probably cry and erase all the words off the page. I cried looking at the painting,
Right.
which is hanging over my bed.
Right.
next to a dress that Journey drew. Like, I keep all they shit. Like, the fact that I mean that much to little
Mhm.
people is the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nothing could top it.
And
Dude,
that's
I
kind
ain't
of
even
what
put
mine
bonus
is.
kids in it. When
That-
it comes to my bonus babies, it's unimaginable.
That's kind of what my feeling is. Like, I kid you not, some of my best feelings is just knowing that those are mine. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I watch them progress. Like, I'm with them on a day to day, so I'm watching them progress. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when times where Emery was a COVID baby, so it wasn't properly socialized,
Mhm.
and motherfuckers trying to count my son out because he wouldn't talk. Now we got to the point where we would speak sign language, all that shit in the house because he picked shit up fast, no problem, but he wasn't socialized. And then we finally found out going to therapy and all that it was a lot of kids because they wasn't properly socialized because of COVID that they speech and stuff like that started real late.
Mhm.
Now mind you, at the time his only sister 8 years older than him. It's a big gap.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
she
saying?
ain't talking to him.
She talked to him, but it's
You
a
don't
big gap.
understand it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we put him in therapy, put him in school, and he excelled, bro. Like, no problem, like no hesitation. He knows what the fuck going on. He understands. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kid you not. I sat down one day after we got one of his report cards last semester. Last school year. And when she was telling me about the progress that he done made from to this day, from then, and the progress that I'm seeing on a regular, like we having full sentence conversations.
Mhm.
He know what the fuck going on.
Mhm. Been knowing too.
I broke out in tears because it was like, man, it's just the watching you grow, watching you learn. You know what I'm saying? Not even with Skylar. She a little more advanced than a motherfucker, but so she came along at the time where he was going through all his speech therapies and shit like that. So she got to sit in on a lot of that shit. So she was already advanced as hell. Like, this look, man. But I love her to death because if I dock the door right now, the face light up. Damn, you know what I'm saying? It's been times where I come home and because they know I'm probably on my way home and it's a little bit after bedtime by the time I get there, they'll stay up so I can tell them good night.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
That's beautiful.
And
It's
even
amazing
with
when we
that
talk
with
about
the bonus baby, my oldest. So she doesn't call me dad. She calls me Trouble. She's always called me Trouble. That's always been her name.
Trouble?
Yeah.
So she in trouble.
No. So it wasn't even like that. Background. When me and her mom started actually coming around, she called me Trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because that's how she looked at it, like you trouble type thing.
Mhm.
But my daughter ran with it, and that was just who I am. I'm the trouble to her. You know what I'm saying? But if she's talking to someone else, she refers to me as dad
Mhm.
or my dad.
Mhm.
Now, mind you, her dad's in the picture.
Mhm.
It's times where we done had to have a family meeting, and I watch her dad check her because he like, who is this to you? My stepdad. No, the fuck it ain't. This your daddy. This man ain't never did nothing to you. You told me he ain't never did nothing to you. He never had no issues. I see what he doing with you. You just got two daddies. Ain't no stepdad. You got two daddies.
Mhm.
Simple as that. Like, and that's how he broke it down to her in the midst of our family meeting. And I couldn't do nothing but give him his respect for that because, like, man, that's
That's
first of
big
all,
shit.
that's
He
big shit.
He trusts you enough.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's good.
but he know I have no harm for his child. I'm taking care of like she mine. In my sense, she is mine. You know what I'm saying? At this point, 8-9 years in, you can't tell me she ain't mine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but
I got two. I've been with
I
for
remember
20
that.
years, so.
I remember that even with her over the years growing up, she would remember my birthday, or she would remember Father's Day, and she would have my wife make sure she got me something from her,
Mhm.
or she would say, I watched her one year, she saved up her little money. She went and bought me a card, a little pair of boxes. Like my wife took it to get a pair of boxes. I still got them boxes to this day, bro. This is 6 years ago. I just took them out and wore them a couple months ago. Dead ass, bro. Like, and they really comfortable boxes, but it was just stuff.
I want to keep them.
Right. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It came in a little tin can, like it was shaped like a beer can. But it was like Bud Light, but they was in a little beer can. I never opened the beer can at all, none, bro, because I just wanted to keep it like that, like it was a keepsake. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I only wore them because my wife kept saying, "Why would you go wear them? Like, what you saving them? Like,
yeah, I was saving them.
Yeah, that's real.
and I
crazy
legit.
how
So
we
that's the
talk
only reason I
about
wore them. But I know
bonus babies.
whenever I see them, I know those came.
When we talk about bonus babies, I got a lot of bonus babies. My oldest stepson, son, whatever you want to call him, he told his younger brother, Gerald been more than a father to us than we've ever known.
Mm-hmm.
To hear him tell his younger brother that is freaking amazing to me. What I'm in right now, my girl has 2 daughters, 8 and 14. 14-year-old, she took to me right away. The 8-year-old, she's a daddy's girl. So understand that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Understand that she's 8 right now, and me and her only been into this for a little less than 2 years. We almost at 2 years now. Just a couple weeks ago, she likes drawing. She draws pictures. She drew a picture of our family and included me.
Hey.
I know, right?
That's like stamp of approval.
That's top tier.
I'm in the drawing, boy.
Man.
I'm not a monster on the side.
Man.
Understand that's pinned up over.
And I got all my
nightstand
links.
All my
now.
songs.
You holding mommy hand in the
Right.
Who is this?
I'm
I'm
just
just
over here. You know?
Because I'm
You ain't
never
over there.
trying to take
Real talk.
her
Soft
father's
face.
place because he is relevant.
Mm-hmm.
He is there. But the fact that she included me,
Mm-hmm.
that's over the nightstand right now.
Oh yeah.
I
Man,
had that.
I
I
had
had
every
that,
card my daughter gave me. Every single one.
that blessing. Micah, my oldest, her father passed, right? But before he passed, I had went over there. I was picking her up, and he was like, "You a cool dude." I said, "Well, I appreciate that. Well, I hope so. I
Right.
think you pretty cool too." He was like it's like he knew.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, I had a problem at first. I ain't got no problem. You would be a great father for my daughter. I said, man, damn, wait, hold on now. Don't get too heavy on
Right,
me right
right.
now.
I ain't expecting it.
Like, calm down. He was like, this was right before we got married. He was like, she a good woman, man. Marry her, treat her right. You got my blessing. And I looked at him like, he's like, nah, I ain't a daddy, not the blessing to marry her, but you got a blessing to be a father to my daughter.
Right.
No.
I said, man, I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You know what
real
I'm
shit
saying?
right
I
there.
appreciate that. And not too long after that, he passed. But to know that,
He gave you that stamp.
He
of
gave
approval
me that.
before he did pass.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now it's
That means a
like
lot.
I had to rein it in because it's like I'm a protect these little people like they precious cargo, and I
Mhm.
can't let nothing happen to them, and that's just not the reality. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna have to fall. They gonna have to go through their own trials and
That's how they
tribulations,
learn.
and
Right.
you're gonna have to know they're going through it, but be conscious enough to step back. Like, if you want my advice, it's here, but you got to go through this on your own.
Mhm.
And that's where she's at right now in life. Like, you making your own decisions now. You about to be 20. So everything from this point on don't affect me. It affect you. So you have to be conscious enough where you going in life, the decisions you make, and how you know it's cause and effect. It's consequences to every decision made. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a clock over.
So what time is it? Oh, damn, it's 10:00. See, we can sit and talk about this shit all fucking day. We can talk about this shit all day. But it's 10 o'clock. So it is time
All right.
for announcements. announcements. So, it's Wednesday.
Oh,
It's Wednesday, man. We stepped out. We went to Tippy Tuesdays last night. Shout out Tip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we went up there.
bro.
It was decent. It's always decent at Tippy Tuesdays, but you could next Tuesday, of course, Tippy Tuesdays at the Licorice Lounge. He got a Sunday set from 4 to 12 at the Licorice Lounge where he bartend. But the nachos and tacos was off the chain as always. You know, great drinks. Cool people. It was a vibe, man. We partied. It was great. That's next Tuesday. Well, next Sunday then and next Tuesday. This weekend, it's a lot of shit going on.
Man,
This weekend, it's a lot of shit going on. My counterpart is not here. She know all the shit. I just know the shit that I'm doing. So, Saturday, August 24th, we will have the second annual, because this is an annual thing every year, Triple T party, tacos, tequila, and tits. The flyer is up. You got free tacos coming in, free tequila and Hennessy shots all night. It's a couple of birthdays.
Supplies last.
While supplies last. Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
gonna drink the Hennessy. It's me.
I ain't got cases of Hennessy.
It's me.
You know what I'm
drink
saying?
the Hennessy.
While supplies last.
But it's gonna be a great time. Weather permitting, we're gonna try to have a wet t-shirt contest. Cash prizes will be issued. It start at 9. You know how we do. We party till the sun come up and then go out and eat breakfast, aka the Breakfast Club. You know, we there.
I hop around the clock.
Well, around the
clock. Make sure we around the clock.
No, they closed that one down.
No, we gotta go to one on 30.
On 30.
Route 30.
In Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana, Route 30.
Yes, sir. It's not too far, man. Like
it ain't
15,
that far.
20 minutes.
Ain't that far.
So y'all come on through. It's gonna be plastered everywhere. So if y'all need information, just hit me up, Moon in the Sky, Shiva Baby Pettiford. Y'all know we out here, and then it's everybody doing some shit that I look at it now. I don't even know.
It's a lot.
It's so much shit going on. It's the end of the summer.
It's a pool party that same day.
That same day.
Yeah, and it's around the corner.
Yeah.
It's another pool party.
I'm gonna go and check Buddy ass out. Like, bro,
it's a pool party the same day, around the corner.
He been throwing them
like
since we been here.
Yeah.
And we ain't been the one yet.
Yeah.
So we gonna have to check some shit out. Oh, I need to employ y'all because I think we got a pool. Yes. We're gonna have a pool here.
I get to show off my dad bod. The dad bod is coming out.
I'll tell you about it. So, with that being said, man, I appreciate everybody that came through, kicked it with us, listened to our story. This is real life shit. This shit ain't scripted. We ain't making some shit up. This was a conversation that needed to be had amongst men,
amongst gentlemen,
amongst fathers.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We here. And just like moms do the best they can, we do the best we can. So, understand this. To be a decent human being, you make that shit happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can have a person there giving you all the bad advice. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about what you take from it.
It's what you take from it. You know what I'm saying? And look at other people's trials and tribulations and know that don't have to be your story.
Right.
You got 4 men here, 4 different stories, some similarities, but different nevertheless. And we are all present. We love y'all. Until next week, which Next week is Women's Night. Oh, I almost forgot that.
Yeah, you got to
I almost forgot that.
swing them in. You got to tell them about what's going on.
Next week on a slice of the poly pie will be Women's Night. So if you want to be on the podcast, hit Sheba baby Pettiford and let her know. It will be women. I'm not gonna even be here. I'm gonna be at school. I start school next week, so
gonna tell them the whole thing.
Yeah. So when it's time to do the podcast, I will be joining remotely from school. So I'm still gonna be here. If y'all want to come and keep her company, by all means, y'all can do that. But I will be feeding into the podcast for the next 8 or 9 months or so. So it's a lot of changes.
Even on guys' night.
Yeah,
Even
all
on
of
guys'
it.
night.
All of it.
Wow.
So what I'll probably have y'all do,
All of it.
Come to the studio.
y'all can either come to the studio or y'all can come here and we can do it like that. But we'll talk about that.
As long as Sheba baby make the drinks.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on today.
They got out of Dodge, man. They was like, fuck that. We in the garage,
I ain't
man.
seen the blunt, bro.
Man, look.
Hey,
Sober conversation.
y'all,
Man,
this
like-
is why y'all are important and not just to serve drinks and roll blunts. But we love y'all to death, G. Y'all make a difference, G.
Man,
Y'all make a difference. We basic.
We
Y'all
can't do nothing
y'all,
without
y'all
each
put
other.
that
I'm
y'all
gonna say
put
it
that
just like
umph
that.
on it. You know what I'm saying?
We can't do nothing without each other. We need to understand that.
On the real.
We
G.
cannot.
On the real. And that's gonna be another topic for another day, another time. Because it's a lot of shit to talk about, baby. But until next week, man, we love y'all. Posse out. Remember, you can't love nobody unless you love yourself first. That was
You
my-
forgot. You forgot.
I forgot the
Bow.
podium. I couldn't play my drums, so I couldn't play my
I'm gonna put it there
drums.
for you.
So until next week, y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, man. We out.